Now what's my next step?
Hang on, man. Sometimes I got to breathe, man. Sometimes I got to burp.
I know you do. I know you got to eat. I know you're doing 100,000 things at one time. I know.
Yeah. Well, like you said, fine, man. You said, oh man, I filed a claim before the court, and I don't think the judge put it in, created a case file for me yet.
Right.
You know, you need a case file.
Okay.
Because but like what's said though too, when he creates it, you have to give it to him that you served the other side properly. You know, you also have to. The next piece of paper is you got to show where you serve the other side, that they got to appear to answer your claim. Okay. Just because you give it to him, it's like, did you make sure you gave a copy to the other side? Do they know what you're claiming?
Right. Exactly.
Did you do that? Did you let the other side?
No, I didn't.
You can't do that, man. It's ambush.
Right.
You got to let the other side know.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier. That was the whole point. I ambushed the court, and that's what happened. So now,
well, you tried to bring your court in and ambush their court.
Right. Okay. So now, what do I do next, Carl?
Well, you got to show the judge. You got to just show the judge. You got to show the court clerk that you properly served the other side, and they'll say, fine. You know, when you're giving the other side 21 days to answer this claim. Yes, good, because your court case comes up in 21 days too. Good. Everybody can have everything heard on the 21st day. That's lovely. Let's do this.
Okay, but Dave, so when I go to the court to file a claim, they're going to charge me, and then I'm going to have to go through the whole thing again.
Who's going to charge you?
You said they're going to charge me for moving a claim.
They're going to say yes. I'd like to file a claim. Well, like I said, what's funny is you'd like to file a claim against their complaint. It's not a counterclaim. It's not a counter-complaint. You're filing a claim against somebody's complaint. If somebody's complaining that I've done something wrong, I'm making a claim that not only did I not do anything wrong to anybody or any man or any woman, but that these people are filing a false complaint against me and wasting my valuable resources, this court's resources, and everybody's time. They're never going to be able to prove their complaint is true. That's basically the way you have to look at it when you're writing your stuff. You're not going to just write exactly that. That's ridiculous. You're going to have to put your situation in. You're going to say Bob, who works for the state, is making a complaint that I did some man or some woman wrong. You say, who did I do wrong? I talk about this a billion times. It's very simple. What you're going to do? You're going to say, hey, Bob's saying I did something wrong. Just like if I was suing you, I'm making my answer to you is like, hey, there's a man named Dan in North Carolina, and he's saying that I did him wrong. You know what, court clerk? Honestly, here's the answer. File it in Dan's case because I don't know who Dan is. That's all you're doing. You're saying there's a man named Bob who's filed a complaint on behalf of the state of North Carolina. I don't know who the state of North Carolina is. Maybe Bob would like to come to court and explain to me. But if you want to summons me to appear, I'm going to require that I be compensated for my lost time because this complaint is ridiculous. It has no merit. Stuff like that. It isn't just one answer. This isn't just some silly cookie cutter thing. And like the thing that you and I were talking about is failure to show cause or probable cause. None of that silly nonsense. The cause just means case. You're saying they have no case. You don't have to say failure to, dismiss for failure to show cause. That's ridiculous. Just say they have no case. This guy will never be able to prove his complaint. Honestly, I don't answer the complaints. I just answer the claims. It's just simple. You just got to get this in your head, man. This stuff ain't rocket science what I do, man. Look at the silly stuff I wrote. Yeah, look at the silly stuff I did. Listen to the silly people who call me up. The lady was like, what, 28-year-old Spanish lady? Yeah. And she got a kid back in 2 seconds. The judge said, you don't want to work with me? No. You don't want to work with the prosecutor? No. You don't want to work with the HR? No. Don't want to do with CPS? No. Don't want to work with the guardian lineup? No. Don't want to do what's in the best interest of your child? No. You don't want to do anger management? No. Don't want to do crisis? No. Don't want to do parenting? No. I want my property restored, and I want it now, immediately. I want it now. And he gave it back to her. Sounds ridiculous what she said. It's like, that's all she said? Yeah. She didn't use any fancy words by saying, They failed to state a claim which relief could be granted, and the case should be dismissed for failure to show cause. No, she's saying that nonsense. And boy, her shit worked like magic in 2 seconds. It's simple. It's so simple, it's scary.
Yeah, I'm back, Carl.
You're overthinking it. You're just overthinking it. I guarantee this lady spent about 15 minutes learning what I had to say. I said, look, ma'am, all you got to do is this. Put this piece of paperwork in. Can you understand this piece of paper? I want the property returned, restored immediately? Yeah. I want a penny for every second and day? Yeah. Can you understand that, ma'am? Yeah. That's all you need to know.
All right,
and she did it.
Right. So we have to pay for the case number, Carl?
Do you have to? I explained to you how you might go around if the lady asks you. The court clerk says, look, nobody gets anything in life for free. I don't care who you are. It's going to come at a price. It's going to come at a cost. At this time, we charge $80. How would you wish to pay it, sir? Right. Well, I wish to pay it off $1 a day for the next 80 days. Right. And that's it.
That's it.
And if she says no, you want to go out and...
I'd say $1 a year for the next 80 years.
Yeah, well, you try to be reasonable.
Right.
you try to act like you're moving in good faith. Yeah. You're trying to be honorable and honest.
Right.
You want to try to sound like you're pulling a con job? Yeah, you can do that. But then the court's going to reflect it as such. The court's going to
charge us at all.
It doesn't matter. The court is going to look at you like you're trying to like this is a joke. And to me, this isn't a joke. Right. This is deadly.
It's not a joke to me either. It just annoys me. I'm sorry, Carl.
Oh, no, that's all right. That's fine. That's good that somebody puts up a comment like that. That's fine. I got no problem. You did great. And now it brought to somebody's attention. Look, Carl doesn't take this as a joke. Carl doesn't say this is a game. Carl says he might say pay $1 a year for the next million years for the debt due. That's fine. If that's what you could honestly come up with, if that's what you are going to be able to do without causing any harm to you or your children, if that's the best you could do, you got to be able to swear in a stack of Bibles and say that's true. Everything that's coming out of my mouth is true. The best I could do is $1 a year for the next million years. I'm serious. That's the best. When the situation turns around and I can do better, believe me, I'll let you know. Believe me, I want this debt off my back so fast it's not even funny. But until that time, you got to take me at my word. This is the best I could do, and don't push it. Right. And that's the rules of this land. The rules of this land are incredibly beautiful, incredibly simple, and people just don't understand what a lovely land we live upon. It's unbelievable. Like I said, thank God Barack Obama's speechwriter. Not so much him, because, yes, he did utter what the speechwriter said when he said, you know, our forefathers' greatest gift was the right to self-govern. It's what you feel is the right thing to do. If you feel it's a good thing to go into court and make it a joke and say, I'm going to pay you $1 a year for the next million years for the $1 million a year, do it. But if you feel that's true in your heart, that that's the best you could do, that's what they want to see. They want to see somebody who's true and who's real.
How do you feel about getting a bond? I mean, I've got like some silver eagles that I've been saving for about 3 years.
A bond?
Yeah, getting it like a surety bond.
Yeah, you could put up a bond because you don't have. If you say, look, you know, if you, like I said, who did I explain it the other day? Somebody said that.
I mean, I can't put up the house.
Yeah, somebody. I was just saying, somebody was asking me something about somebody not paying them back or something. Oh, I think somebody said they sold a car to somebody. I said, when you people sell cars to people that you really don't know, why don't you just ask the guy, hey, can you go down to your local bondsman and go get a bond? What? Just in case you don't pay me back this $5,000? Can you? I'm going to let the bondsman chase you around. I don't want to chase you. So can you just go to the bondsman and like, you know, it's $5,000? I said, I don't know how much the bondsman's going to ask for you. If he knows you, if he sees you're stable, if he sees you're reliable, if he sees that you're a good egg, he'll investigate you better than I can. Let him investigate you. Let him background check you. And if he says, look, you know what? Fine, I'll give you a $5,000 bond. Give me $50 and pay you know, and pay me, you know, if the bonders get called in. Obviously, I'm going to chase you down for the rest of the money. Or if he says, you know what? To what I'm looking at, your credit rating and everything about you so bad. No, you want a $5,000 bond? I'm going to need a $4,000 deposit.
Well, no, I was thinking about getting the actual substance value of the silver.
I'm just saying the bondsman is free to set whatever price. He's like a pawn.
It's possible, then.
He could set whatever he believes, whether or not you're going to come back and pay the debt. or that you're going to stand up for your word. Yeah, but if somebody's buying something from me and you don't know who he is, say, sure, I'll sell it to you. Just go give me a bond. Go give me a $5,000 bond. I don't care how you get it. I don't care if you put up $5 for the bond. I don't care if you put up $4,999 for the bond. Go give me a bond, and you can have my car. Just go give me a $5,000 bond. I don't care how you got it. I don't care what deal you had to make with the bondsman. Go get one. Pay me. And then I'll hold the bond, or we'll put it in a bank. If you don't trust me, we'll put it in escrow. We'll let some third party and an uninterested party keep hold of the bond, and you pay me $100 a week, like you said, or $100 a month, until the debt is paid off.
Don't the like little mom and pop car dealers just put liens on the cars?
That's basically all they do too. Right, that's all they do. But they'll come and collect the bill though. They'll come and they'll get a. I
bought a car that way.
They'll go get a repo man. I don't want to be bothered with the repo man. Just give me the bond. Just let a third party escrow service hold it for me. Just let a bank hold it for me. Let the priest hold it for me. I don't give a damn. But I'm not going to chase you around. You don't pay me, I'm keeping the bond. You can have my car. Just go get a bond. What? Go talk to a bondsman. He'll tell you how to go get one. If you want my car out there, go get one. You show him that you're a good egg. You show him that you're a good man or a good woman. You prove it to him. You don't prove shit to me. Just give me the bond. You know, and like I said, somebody got burnt. He said, I think it was Lynn who just left. I think he was saying something about somebody got his Mustang for $500 or $5,000 something. I don't remember. He said the guy only made one payment and then he destroyed the car and